Hi everybody, welcome back. Attorney Steve with some breaking crypto news, crypto legal news, SEC and Ripple. This was an enforcement action brought a long time ago. This case has been going on for almost 4 years. And it was basically an enforcement action, a lawsuit brought by the SEC in the United States District Court, Southern District of New York, basically accusing Ripple of selling unauthorized securities in its XRP token. All right. Truth be told, I'm an XRP token holder, and I always thought there was really nothing special about tokens as far as securities are concerned. The court confirmed that. The court in this case, after lengthy, protracted litigation, came down and said, all right, the XRP token is not a security. There's no reason that the Securities and Exchange Commission needs to regulate it. However, you need to look at the other side of this judgment was the judge ruling that Ripple had to pay a $125 million fine because some of its some historically registered securities to some of the institutional investors were considered securities. So it's kind of still a little confusing. We still don't have a real clear roadmap as to regulation in the crypto industry. However, this is seen as a good sign for Ripple and the crypto industry in general. But this is what happened. I'm going to read it to you. It is hereby, this came out just the other day, day or so ago. It is hereby ordered, adjudged, and decreed that defendant Ripple Labs, Inc. is permanently restrained. So there was a restraining order and enjoined from violating Section 5 of the Securities Act, okay? And by directly or indirectly in the absence of any applicable exemption, unless a registration statement is in effect, as to a security making use of any means of instruments or instruments of transportation or communication in interstate commerce or of the mails to sell such security through the use or medium of any prospectus or otherwise, unless a registration is in effect, as to a security carrying or causing to be carried through the mails or in interstate commerce by any means of instruments of transportation, any such security for the purpose of sale or for delivery after sale, or C, making use of any means of instruments of transportation or communication in interstate commerce or of the mails to offer to sell or offer to buy through the use or medium of any prospectus or any security, unless a registration statement has been filed with the commission as to such security, or while the registration statement is the subject of a refusal order or stop order prior to the effective date of the registration statement, any public proceeding or examination under Section 8 of the Securities Act. So that's a lot of legal mumbo jumbo that the security lawyers will go, yeah. Basically, there was some aspect of the case. Again, it was, as Ripple executives explained, it was something to do with the prior historical how they first started advertising and promoting these securities. I have another video on Ripple you can go see, and I talk about some of those things, but I just wanted to touch on the order today. Here we go. It is further ordered, adjudged, and decreed that defendant is liable for a civil penalty in the amount of $125 million pursuant to Section 20D of the Securities Act. Defendant shall satisfy this obligation by paying $125 million to the SEC within 30 days after entry of this final judgment. So
what you gonna do, Derek? Show me the money! Congratulations, you still might.
I did watch a video. A corporate counsel for Ripple said, yeah, no problem. We got it. Cash on hand. We're going to pay it within 30 days. Can you imagine just having that kind of money with a relatively new company? Just think about being able to stroke a check for that in 30 days. The SEC has 60 days to appeal. Hopefully they will, in my opinion, hopefully they drop the appeal. Let's end the war on crypto. I think that a lot of people want some clear guidelines in this area and a pro-crypto. So we have the new presidential race coming up. We'll see how people, I think it's going to be a topic in the debates if you watch the debates. But that's kind of what happened here. So again, the final ruling essentially appears to be that the tokens are not securities. There are certain grounds, and I'm not a securities lawyer, so I'm not going to even touch it with a 10-foot pole. There are grounds where you may have to register your securities, so that's still a little bit of a lingering thing. I do understand that Ripple is up a little bit. I'll have to check. I've invested in some Ripple, or excuse me. Oh, by the way, and I want to say something. Ripple and XRP, I would encourage you to look up two things, okay? One is Ripple. They have a company, and the company could conceivably go public. Okay, that's one of the things that I've been reading about, is they have been offering up, the potential to go public and invest in them. And then also look into XRP. Okay, I want you to fully understand. I'm not going to go into it here, but you have Ripple and you have XRP. Check that out. Okay. So there you have it. But the good thing was for Ripple, they were seeking $2 billion. That's B as in biscuit. They were seeking $2 billion. And so this judgment is, I don't know, 94, 95% what they were seeking. There were no findings of fraud. There was no finding of intentional or reckless disregard behavior. There was no findings of any financial victims. So in a sense, this was a good decision, I think, for Ripple. I think that was reflected in the fact that their price went up. Not a whole lot. Don't get me wrong. It didn't shoot to the moon, as some people say in crypto, to the moon. But there you have it. That's what's going on. I just wanted to give you a little update on the crypto. We like to help people out in the crypto area, in certain areas. But there you have it, guys. General legal information only. Do your research. Make sure you know what you're doing before you put your dollars into this very new technology, which I think has a lot of promise in a lot of different ways. But hang tight, stay in there. Hope this has been helpful. Feel free to share this video on your social media networks. Thanks for watching. Attorney Steve. Have a great evening.